Afternoon, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? It's the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. It's 4:12 in the afternoon. It's the 19th of January 2026, and yes, whiner baby's here. Okay, checking out the comment sections. One of the rare times I'm actually doing this damn thing in the first place, but I should be doing more of it. Uh, there should be more colorful comments coming down here, whether or not if I'm going to be enjoying them or not. But at least I'm hearing what they're talking about. I get MAGA response. I get MAGA response. I mean, somebody's watching. That's cool. And everybody else. And I am staying strong on limited resources. I was trying to stay as strong as it is. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. And no politician has lived like me because no politician has ever lived like this situation in the first place. Oh, I take that back. Ocasio-Cortez. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She worked her ass off for a living before she got into politics. So she has street smarts. But she's also been educated enough to keep track of things, how things work. So I gotta give kudos to the lady. I just wish I had more politicians like her out here in California. Still working on that one. Yes, I know, Mama. It should be. What is that? Why point out one? Well, why not? Why not point out the politicians who have either lived like me or not lived like me? Because a lot of them haven't. They got their fingers caught in cookie jars. Me, I haven't taken any bribes or anything else like that from anybody these days. Nah, I don't do that. I don't even take money from YouTube. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of people utilizing YouTube and using it for their financial. I haven't. Haven't felt comfortable doing that. Yes, I have worked my ass off for a long while. Since I was a teenager. All the way up until 2012. And then again, that was paid work, unpaid work. Well, survive. That's the only thing I know about. And should I get pissed off at the government because we allowed foreigners to get the benefits over Americans? Give me a break on that one. Prove it already. Get your proofs. Submit it over there. And here's the thing. You're talking about naturalized citizens or the ones crossing the border illegally at this point. Make your point. We are all foreigners in this country. We invaded this country a long time ago. We did the European Manifest Destiny mentality. And it wasn't just one country. We had several countries going in. And this land had already been occupied by the indigenous, I call them. Because we are. Well, she just wants to fuss. Old blind deaf dog. Yeah, you're an old blind deaf dog. If you ever studied history, I mean, if you ever got into heavily enough, you'd understand the history about the world, let alone the history of America. We're all invaders. We're generational invaders. We're the product of invasion here and there. We invaded because of resources, and we invaded because of ego. And we demonstrate that all the time. But everything's established right now until we have a world war happening to where we're going to be looking at another place to see, and ooh, that looks nice. Their grass is greener than our round ones here. I think we should go invade their neighbor. What do you think? Give me a break. We're doing that shit all the time, aren't we? So I'm not pissed off at the government allowing foreigners getting food. If there are naturalized citizens struggling for survival, yeah, they need food. And they want to work. At least they wanted to work in an environment like ours until we screwed it up around 2016 and forward. They still want to come in here? Oh, please don't. Not with the way our current structure is right now, not with our current regime, looking out to get people left and right. I just came off the local news from LA. Seems like Orange County had another invasion again. Run. Scare. Please run, let me chase you, and then I can capture you and scare you more. Our ICE agents, our federal governments. Why aren't you guys writing something about that one? Tell me whether or not you've actually had ICE agents or federal government guys running after you. Or did you run after them with the phones? With the cameras? Share that video. As for their market cooking food, instead of complaining about the price of fast food. Hey. Biden didn't ruin the damn economy. Biden did not ruin the economy. We had a little bit of a better economy until Trump got to the damn thing in the second term and keelhauled it. So don't tell me about that one. As for the price of food, yeah, we had companies out there trying to make a buck, trying to raise up a price here and there. And yeah, fast food didn't feel like fast food under Biden because it wasn't cheap enough like we remembered if we were old enough. Back in the 80s and 90s when you could actually take $5 and actually get yourself a decent meal. When you were over at McDonald's, you'd get an extra value meal and, quarter pounder or quarter pounder with cheese, small fries, and a drink, about $5. That was back in the 80s and 90s. I remember because I had those kind of lunches. But as for cooking at home, I'm doing that all the time. That's why I was trying to do all the comparisons I was doing on my videos. I was doing that. Just to show what kind of economy we have currently. Let's say, for example, if I got too damn lazy to cook. Maybe the kitchen's a disaster, which it is right now. And I wanted to get maybe a hamburger, fries, and a drink. That's why I was going over the comparisons left and right of different food places, of the limited choices I have in this town. Your town may have a little bit more better selections than mine. And I could put you guys through the Google Maps, so I can't physically do that, but I can ask you guys to do that. I can throw you to the maps at this point. Show you the limited options I got in town here, guys. So, you go to your map app, you type out Rosamond, California. Or if it's easier for you, Edwards Air Force Base. And you look at the town on the west side, which is the left of the base. See a little bit of a desert blob between the base and the town. When you get there, look for the freeway going downwards, north to south. It's the 14 freeway. So I show you what limited options we got out here for culinary tastes, if we actually do have them. Both west side and east side. So, west side first. We go to the tourist area. If you're coming down and you need a place to sleep, we have a few motels and hotels. Not very charming, but they work. It's usually on the east side, not the west side. West side, we have the acid reflux. We got your Jack in the Box. Yes, we're going through this again. We got your Mickey D's. We got your Taco Smell. And that's by Albertsons. Now, on the other side of the street, a street called Rosamond Boulevard, which goes from east to west, from Edwards Air Force Base until the edge of the wedge. So on the south side, What do we got? Oh yeah, we got Tom's Restaurant, which is an actual restaurant. We got Starbucks if you want your coffee. But that's about it. It's limited. It's limited in what they offer. Tom's is one with the red roof on it. Kind of concave. Of course, we got auto parts store. Now, if you continue further down west, past the school, get a little closer to where the hell's the library at? In this section over there. And go a little west on that one. I think it's about 35th or 40th. Or 45th, I think. Now, if you actually had your icons for restaurants, that'll pop up. It'll just pop up. We got the local choke and puke out here, which people consume. And that is the Coach's Sports Bar and Grill. Expensive, but it's a place that's got decent food, I heard. Go a little further north, where you see an airstrip. Over here we got Guido's. Where the hell is that? Yeah, Guido's at the hangar. Well, there used to be an Italian restaurant on the east side of town, but they moved over here years ago. Either better clientele or more business. Okay, now we go on the east side of the 14 freeway, guys. So scrolling over until you see the freeway. You'll see another park, elementary school. Here we go. All right, here's your smaller choke and pukes out here. I'm missing things. Forgive me. I'm heading back to the west a little bit, just over to Albertsons. So besides the Jack in the Box you got over there are a little eateries in here, little small restaurants. You got your Domino's, does the delivery out here in Roseman, and you got your Subway. And that's about it for pizza on that side. Now we head back to the east side again. Yes, I'm heading back to the east side. Because immediately on the east side of the off-ramp and on-ramp, right across the street from the elementary school, we have your Arco station that actually has Pizza Hut delivery. Of course, you got an Arco station with little snacks in there, not to mention sandwiches. So let's go into the other side, south side. And then you've got your other restaurants over here. You got your coffee house, and then you got your Foster Freeze. Foster Freeze used to have good food at one time, but when they switched owners a few years back, people are complaining about it ever since, but they were still trying to stomach the food. But the coffee I hear over at the coffee house is pretty decent. And you got your hotel, or motel actually. Motor inn, they call it. But not much for food over there. Except when you get closer to the 20th. And on the other side of the post office, we have a more pizza. Some people are saying it's a pretty decent place. A more pizza. Well, if you're out here. Oh, come on. Okay, what else we got? Oh, okay, down the street a bit on the 20th. There's a small choke and puke that's been changing owners for about 10 to 15 years. From a hamburger joint to a Mexican joint to another Mexican joint. Decent burritos and tacos, street tacos. And I haven't tasted the burgers over there yet. Head back over to Roseman Boulevard because we got to do a little checking things out again. We got Diamond Street. Diamond Street is one of the busy roads that we have out here in Roseman. Goes north to south. But they do have places to eat, and not to mention on Sierra Highway. If I can just get through the housing, residential, automotive, Catholic church over there. I'd be very interested with that one. But there had been a restaurant, an eatery out here. There used to be, let's see, Crazy Autos, and it turned into Jay's Hideaway, and now it's someone else's place. But it's decent enough to eat, I hear. But not much more on the fast food places that we have over here. Oh, Snack Zone, yeah. If you want to get your little Mexican snacks. But not much on the menu for it, though. But we do have small shops, small mom and pop shops. Okay, Sierra. You want your little snacks? You go over to Fast Trip on the corner. Gas station right next to the railroad tracks. There used to be a restaurant out here called Wayside Cafe. Owner decided they were getting rid of the damn place several years ago, but this place was hopping and jumping for a cafe, full service. And they had some decent food over there. I don't know what they've done at the place now these days. Haven't seen anything. We do have a Mexican restaurant out in the area. I'm not quite sure which one it is. Oh, dude, I've got it mixed up. Okay, Rick Sideway Cafe. So they did take it over and modified it. I didn't hear about that place. Okay, good. They took over that area. Yeah, I know. You just want a plus. She just wants a plus all the time. Well, she'll get on the ground and start running around left and right. The Sushi Bar and Grill, Japanese. Well, we are getting international out here, aren't we? And they still got a cantina. I heard the food's still okay. I haven't been in there in a while. Smaller places that we have. Up beyond that, I don't know. Oh, yeah. I'll get to that place last. Okay, closer to my home. Closer to the home. Okay, heading west. Actually, heading east towards the base. There's a little nook of shops on 15th Street, right next to a church. We have an Oriental place. Oh, wait a minute. There was that Oriental place. Where was that at? Let me get back over to Sierra. Let me see. Come on. It was over there. There it is, a Thai restaurant. Okay. I have yet to try that place. I've been here for so long, but I still haven't tried that place. No, because I like the other place I kept going to over here on the 15th Street. There's another Thai Cantonese that we have. And we have a Mexican restaurant, full size. Theoretically, next couple of months, we're supposed to be getting a fried chicken place. Louisiana fried chicken. And we're getting that in our little shop nook here. Because we've got a mini mart. But that's it for the fast food culinary. Except for one full-size restaurant. That's also a gambling joint that we have. Southwards, getting close to a street called A, right along 20th Street. Where was it at? Past Mobile Parks. This is on the border between Los Angeles County and Kern County. Right by the 14 freeway, off-ramp. It's called Diamond Jim's, and I understand they cook a delicious steak out there. If I had the money and I had transportation to get down there and back, I probably would invest in it. DoorDash doesn't even go down there. Things happen. I'm just looking at Channel 5 right now at KTLA. It seems other stores have been here for sometimes. We get store closures like crazy out here. It's in Los Angeles. We lose some decent places. But this is the town I have regarding the fast food. Now, the comment was concerning about, do I cook my own food? Damn straight I do. I'm just not a culinary cook. I'm a survival cook. I know how to fry things in a frying pan. I know how to sneeze things. Boil it up. But when it comes time for oven usage, broken down oven. I miss those kind of dishes I used to make with ovens. I casseroles and the birds and the meat I would kill. But yeah, I keep track of this stuff. That's why I was mentioning about the prices in Albertsons and other places. Because this is what I'm dealing with. Every time I keep hearing the politicians saying their prices are getting lower and lower and lower, I'm looking at the damn prices on online shopping for bulk stuff and stuff I do all the time. Prices are not getting lower. Some will have a sale or two if they're trying to get rid of the stock. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. You just want to be a fuss budget. That's it. Yeah, you do. You want to be a fuss budget. Yeah, you do. Okay. Let's see. Back to the community page, I guess. So, I don't have any anger at Biden. Guy have been trying. I have to give him kudos. I have to give him kudos. He's been trying to get our prices down. But then again, prices are normally not under the president's purview unless, of course, we're dealing with farmers trying to get rid of most of their stock and their materials that they wanted to sell across the world. That's how they survive. Trump shut that thing down by doing tariffs left and right and pissing off a hell of a lot of our trading partners. So yeah, we've got prices going up regarding the stuff we deal with on a daily basis, like bread, soybeans, grains, meat. I'm keeping track of this stuff. I'm keeping track. And you tell me what fake news is these days. Because I'm hearing the damn clutter from Fox News, but I'm also seeing some of the stuff that's being corroborated. Fake news? Give me a break. One thing you have to realize about news, it's subjective and objective at the same damn time. Depending on which particular organization, if you trust it, but if you're going to be depending upon that for constantly, then you have a little bit of a challenge, don't you? The thing is, I have to keep somewhat of an open mind of what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I'm verifying. If I see news that's verifiable, I'm getting PDF files to check it out and see. And I'm thinking, okay, then what I'm hearing over here from this guy may not be right. Or I'm hearing other things that may not be right on the other channel. I have to be open a little bit. Now, I know about Fox News and their stuff. I watched Fox News decades ago when I thought it was respectable. But when they turned into a Trump station, And now we got CBS trying to do the same situation. Yeah, I know. New manager, new executive head honcho, new owners, and everything else gets screwed over. I used to watch CNN a lot, but I have to keep bouncing from them to MSN, you see, and then local news. Yes, and they are affiliated driven, but we also have independents out there I keep monitoring, so that works for me. And yes, Greenland is a big glacier that is receding. But the damn temperature is increasing left and right, slowly but surely, but it's measured by climatologists. And yes, scientists I do listen to. Climatologists I do listen to. There's been talk throughout the decades, and there's been argument, and there's been discussions, and there's been pushback on whether or not our climate is changing or not. And it's depending on what particular data you're looking at here, and if you're able to look at the damn data and figure it out. Yes, we have guys with different opinions at this point over here. As I said before, you keep an open mind. Keep your mind open and understand what you're looking at here. It's complicated? Yes, it is complicated, because we're dealing with the complication of a world here. The world is so convoluted and complicated at this point over here, we're trying to put it and crunch it down to numbers. While we've measured back so many centuries of data we've got, or samples we've taken, ice samples, and we're measuring things. And sometimes the data we're getting Scares the hell out of people. That's why I said, no, 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 I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear. Fake news, fake news, fake news. It's always been the same. Has it? Has your memory been going that far? 20 or 30 years is one thing. Mine goes back as far as, yeah, 50 or more than that. Yeah, I remember there had been hot days. I remember that we had smoggy days. Remember what smog is like? Pollution from a lot of vehicles and manufacturer places. We had to have air quality districts going to make recommendations to lawmakers to tell the manufacturers and the industries out there to lower the emissions so we can at least breathe for a change. That's why we hadn't switched over to total electricity electricals. Because sometimes it's handy to having electricals, but the problem is you still have to depend upon hybrids. I hate to say it. Or oil. We are oil dependent. Until we find another power source that's a hell of a lot better for us. And yes, we had bases on Greenland, many of them. But then we narrowed it down to at least one. But we always had, we had good relations with the Danes and with the Greenlanders. Right now, I don't know what the hell we're doing these days. And if there are minerals out there, it would have been nice if we actually had mining rights or actually treaties instead of trying to go for an ownership. I'll do another. I'm running out of time on this one here. I talk too much.